Alright guys, we killed Kefka with a similar team. This time we're going to be going to the Emperor with a few team changes, trying out Zahn some more. This time we're going to be doing C card for passive provoke. We're not bothering with evasion, but he is using the Nethicite in case we need it, or we are going to need it, so he's using Nethicite. We're going to be doing Lena for stop immunity, spirit buffs, that kind of stuff. She's got, high spirit. She can also do fire resist. We're going to do Myra for entrusting, also removing the imperil. She's got decent stats as well. We're going to use Roberta again because Emperor is also human, and we like Roberta's 200% human killer buff, so we're going to be borrowing that. Other than that, I gave her a little bit more spirit and a little bit of, the whole team has some fire resist. It's the classic setup for Emperor. This time we're using earth weapons, by the way. We're going to be using Artisan with Roberta and Dynamo Dagger with Zahn, and then C card has 100% Earth Imperil, which saves us the headache of that. Zahn's got some fire resist, some human killer, a little bit of spirit, and lucid lenses to make it safer. And we're bringing in Talidus's Mastermind Zahn, same thing, fire resist, decent spirit, earth weapon, some human killer on Diablos. Let's get into it. See how Emperor goes. Kefka went... Kefka was a little rocky because I was still getting used to Zahn. Also, Kefka does a lot of dispels, which you can't prevent, and deaths, whereas hopefully Emperor will go smoothly, but we're going to find out. Alright, so for this first turn, Roberta is going to Crimson Raid. Let's see. For the beginning of the fight, we're not going to do much damage as we're just setting up, basically. So we're going to Super Wing to turn on Magic Cover. Let's see. Zahn is going to... We're going to go ahead and Crimson Raid first, so we can get that attack buff on Roberta, so we can borrow that in a moment. So let's double up. Let's see. We'll borrow that Roberta buff, and then we'll Thief in the Night for the break. And the friend will just chain. And let's see, borrow that. Oh no, we need to borrow first. Alright, so we're going to Critical Mirror to borrow the attack buff. And then we're going to chain. Okay, let's see. Lena, we need stop immunity. So Lena will do. Which one does stop? Not this one. There it is, stop resist. And we're going to do a nice big spirit buff, which also gives magic mitigation. And for turn 1, we're going to Roaring Crowd for mitigation. And we'll do a... I guess we'll do an intro. Alright, and let's go ahead and chain. Yeah, so the beginning of the fight is to be kind of like, a bunch of setup. And then we'll start dealing some real damage. And we don't have good mitigation yet. We're going to have that in a second, though. There's the time stopper. I'm glad I put stop immunity on turn 1. The boss is so irritating with that stop. Okay, let's see here. So I'm going to use Myra to entrust over to C card. Let's see, let's interlude, and for you to Sieg. We're not going to do that quite yet. Let's see, Roberta is going to, well, let me see. Lena, what are we going to do with you? I think Lena, we're going to do Pure Healing this turn. Alright, now C can do mitigation with his Limit Burst. It's not as good as Charlotte's, it's only like 45%, but it's fine. Alright, Roberta is going to Red Vengeance to jump. And the Zahns are going to chain. Let's see here. Gonna just triple bolting. And the friend will bolting, and Leap in the Night. Okay, so this is going to be the Starfall turn. It's going to be painful. We're still not fully set up yet with buffs. Hopefully no one dies here. This will be one of the dangerous turns in the fight. Okay, good. He's hitting Myra. She's pretty tanky. She shouldn't die. Oh, the friend did though. That's not good. What's the friend's spirit? I didn't even check that. 516? Oh, it's 5. That's 150 lower than mine. He spotted. Okay, I guess it was a little bit low. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop. Maybe if we're lucky, we can just skip all the rest of the thresholds. Alright. Let's see. We're going to Princess Devotion. Heal next turn. Alright. Trying to think the best way to do this. As usual, I didn't plan this in advance. Whoops. Alright, we'll just Thief in the Night. Yeah, we'll do that. And I'm going to Reflector Mirror. Alright, so I'm going to steal the Killer buff from Roberta, the Survival from Roberta, and I'm going to pass it around. Which means I'm going to want to, let's see, Earthbound for the Emperor. We're going to deal some good damage next turn. So Myra is going to re-raise and Roberta so we can do AoE re-raise with that. And then main verse. Okay. And now we spread all the buffs to the team. So now the buffs are all on everyone, so we're good. And now we can use these 2 Zons to keep these buffs rolling as we go through the fight. I keep passing them like back and forth. Alright, so Roberta is going to chain. We're going to chain the Zons, triple. This one's on cooldown for the breaks. We're going to break with the other one. Let's see. Break, or chain, and break. Now, as you see, we've now got buffs all over the place. We've got the good attack buff from Roberta, 3400 attack. We've got 200% killer. We've got AoE re-raise because we spread that all. We've got Lena's 200% spirit buff from her cooldown was applied to us. Let's go ahead and use Myra to cure the Imperil. This should push the threshold. Yep, we did. Alright, so we're going to use Sieg to Nethicite here, and we'll use Lena to refresh Fire Resist, and what else do we need from Lena? Not sure. Stop immunity. Alright, let's absorb that dispel. Alright, so the boss was at 94. I think the Imperil wore off. It did. So we need to Imperil again. Let's see. Roberta, is your Crimson Raid ready again for the good chain? Next turn. Alright. My Zon's got a break, so he will catch me if you can. Let's see. Bolting. Thief. I really want a Nethicite. Yeah. So we're gonna... You know, I guess we're going to put... I need a Nethicite here. Yeah, so we're gonna... Okay, new plan. Who's breaking this turn? I'm breaking this turn. Okay, so my guy is going to double up. We're going to Thief in the Night and Mystical Mirror for the Nethicite. We're going to push a Threshold here, I think. So the friend is going to just bolting. Not that. Oh, come on. No, it wouldn't work either. Alright, so the friend is going to bolting. The friend's just going to bolting. Okay. So let's see if we can push this threshold. We didn't even push it. Look at that. Oh well, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So it's not Piercing Voice. Such a roaring crowd. And I guess intro? And Lena will AoE re-raise. For the safety. Yeah, these dispels are super irritating. That's the problem, it's messing up our rotations. Alright, how's our buffs looking? We have one more turn of the killer buffs. Alright. So we'll Crimson Raid and we'll spread the killer buffs next turn. I think we have one more turn. Oh, he has... Ugh. Alright, we're going to have to push this threshold, so we'll just do it this way. Let's triple. Let's double Thief. And Roberta is going to Crimson Raid. We're going to push the threshold for sure here. We'll get Nethicite ready. Let's go ahead and push that. Alright. So, we're going to have to reset the buffs because they're going to drop because these dispels are not lining up properly. So let's Warm Water Embrace. Let's, Heavenly Waters. Myra will Interlude. And, yeah, we're good on Sieg. I guess we'll Interlude and Album Cover. And then Sieg will just Nethicite, stop the dispel. Alright, so the dispel was stopped. You know, we could push another threshold here. I think. So let me go ahead and Imperil. We don't have the killer buff right now, but that's alright. We're kind of like trying to race the clock a little bit. All right, let's bolting. Yeah, let's go ahead and knock that next threshold out. I'll just triple bolting. We're not gonna worry about the killers right now. And I just realized I didn't Nethicite either, so we're gonna get dispelled. Ugh. Annoying. Alright, so we're getting dispelled. Well, that's heavily annoying. Alright. Doesn't matter much what we do. I should have given Nethicite to someone else. That's my mistake. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. Dispel, go. That one was not Nethicited. Rude. Alright, so we're going to mitigate. AoE re-raise, just in case, and let's intro. So we need resist and stop immunity. So let's stop resist and fire resist. Roberta, I don't want to jump you this turn. So we're going to... Isn't Roberta's buff undispellable? I think it is. Where's her attack buff? Oh, 4 turns? No, so it was dispelled. Alright. Who's breaking this turn? The other one's breaking. Alright, we'll just do DPS. Let's just do DPS. We're not going to worry about any kind of craziness. How's your Crimson Raid? 3 turns? Alright, so we're just going to Mystic Assault. And we'll just do a Catch Me If You Can. And then break with the friend. Alright, here we go. The boss is not imperiled right now, by the way, and he has mitigation. Oh, there goes Roberta. But she's back. She's gonna jump this turn anyway, so we're fine. Alright, Roberta's gonna go ahead and Red Vengeance. Let's see. Sieg, you need to cover. Super Wink. Myra, let's do Interlude and... Doing... No, we need... Do Roaring Crowd for Roberta because she died. Alright, Lena, you're going to... Let's see... One more turn of Waltz of Tycoon. I wish I was ready right now. Alright, Lena, you're just gonna re-raise some people. Let's re-raise Roberta and both the Zons. I think they have re-raise already from earlier, but it's fine. Alright, send her in the air. And Zons will just chain. So the friend's probably gonna die here. Let's see. Because if you remember, the friend doesn't have quite enough spirit to survive this. But it'll be alright. Oh, the friend lived. Poor Myra, though. Alright, so Sieg was dispelled, which sucks. So let's go ahead and drop. We'll mitigate again. Lena will AoE re-raise. Actually, Myra's... No, Myra needs to... Yeah, Myra needs a limit for the cure. Okay, which means Lena can't AoE re-raise. We will instead do Waltz of Tycoon and Mystic to Ludric. Alright, so who needs to break this turn? The friend's gonna break, which means... Yeah, so we're not gonna do damage this turn, we're gonna push the threshold next turn, so the friend will just sleep in the night, while my guy will Reflector and get some good buffs up. Alright, so we're gonna steal Roberta's killer buff. We're going to steal the re-raise from Roberta, and we're going to share those buffs to the whole team. And let's go ahead and chain. Alright, so we'll push the last threshold in just a second. Hopefully no one dies this turn. This will be the only dangerous turn, really. Ooh, Roberta. Okay. We're good. Let's go ahead and finish this fight out. Sieg will do the Imperil, Earthbound. Roberta will... I'm not going to Crimson Raid yet. Let's see, catch me if you can. Let's bolting, and that. And we will triple bolting with this one. Alright. Let's push that 10% threshold. Excellent. So we're safe at this point. There's no more damage coming in. Lena needs to give us fire resist just in case. And we'll do just mana regen. Myra, doesn't really matter what you do. Let's just do intro and doesn't matter. Let's audition. Who cares? For the mana, we don't need mana regen. That's one thing about Zahn is he doesn't really use that much mana. He's got plenty of mana regen, and his skills are pretty cheap. He has no mana problems at all. All right, here's a double dispel, which is incredibly irritating. All right. Now we're going to Crimson Raid for the buff. And we're going to, let's see here. We don't need a break anymore, so there's no point in doing that. So with bolting, and I want to copy the attack buff from Roberta. So we're going to double up. We're going to chain and then copy that attack buff from Roberta with critical mirror. Alright, let's get this in. Okay, so next turn we're going to do good damage. We got to dispel the boss's re-raise next turn, so there's no point in using Sieg's Imperil right now. Alright, I'll never die. So we're going to dispel with Myra, so the boss actually dies. Yeah, we've got 3,500. My guy's got low attack, but he's got high killers. So let's go. Let's chain it up. Bolting Strike Chain will Imperil with Sieg. Let's see, Earthbound. 100% Earth Imperil. And we'll just triple chain with Zahn's. Let's see, bolting, and Thief in the Night is a high damage chain. So we'll bolting, and Thief of the Night. Alright. This should finish him off, I think. Ho ho, not quite. We'll get him next turn. It's fine. Because don't forget the boss had mitigation this turn, so we did half damage. I'll just reload Lena, whatever she's been doing. Was it Warm Waters and mana regen? Yeah. Alright, Elixir, but that's fine. His mitigation is gone, so he's gonna die anyway. So 14 turns with the Zahn team. Pretty good. I mean, he's not the highest damage, but he's fun to use. Alright, so let's triple bolting. And I could have jumped. I should have jumped Roberta, I guess, and gotten that killer buff that we had dispelled. Once again, this team was kind of made like on the fly, and I didn't properly time it out. I should have given the Nethicite to someone else instead of my cover tank that also had to do mitigation. Because Sieg had to do mitigation and cover, which let his Imperil fall, and also one turn he had to do that. I didn't have a free action to Nethicite, and I got dispelled, and those buffs that I was bouncing around the team got removed, and I didn't really spend the 2 turns setting it back up again. So these are 2 fights in a row I've done that are heavy on dispels. Kefka is dispels and almost unavoidable deaths, and Emperor is just loads of dispels, which is really unfriendly to Zahn's buff sharing mechanic. I think I'm going to try Igon next. And there's no dispels on that fight. So that way I can keep those buffs rolling the whole time. Alright, so let me set up a team for that and see what I can get done, and I'll see you guys later.